What's going on, my fly happy family? It's your boy Izzy. Welcome if you're new. So the Sheryl Swoopes and Nancy Lieberman feud has commenced. We're about to get all the way into it, but before we do that, y'all make sure y'all hit that thumbs up for your boy if you like the content. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel. We're trying to hit at least 12.4 by the end of the day, man. So if y'all can help me out with that, I highly appreciate it. And don't forget to get in the comment section and let me know what y'all think about this. Let's get it. Alright, so long story short, Stephen A. Smith and Sheryl Swoopes have been beefing for a minute now. And Stephen A. Smith went out of his way to get Nancy on the show, on his podcast. And she shared an interesting story about Sheryl Swoopes and at the time where she ended up lying about Caitlin Clark, about her age, about how long she'd been in college, and about how many shots she put up in the game. So I want to actually take a listen to what she said, and then we're going to break it down even more.
That said, Caitlin was, 25 years old. She was, however old, 24 years old. She was a fifth-year senior. Right. She was taking 40 shots a game. Her records were illegitimate. And I got off the treadmill, and I called her as a friend. And I said, you can say whatever you want. You can have your own opinion about anybody. But you do have to get the statistics right. I mean, facts matter. And if you just get ahead of this and just say, hey, I made a mistake on my numbers, then this thing is over and everybody respects you for your opinion. And, you might like Boston. I might like the Yankees. It's okay to have difference of opinions. Well, she got upset with me on the phone. And I was like, Sheryl, I'm not doing anything to hurt you. I'm just sharing. We're talking. And so our relationship it pretty much is not happening at this point. I tried to talk to her at the Final Four. Right. She didn't want to talk to me. My life's going to be good or great with or without Sheryl Swoopes in my life. I'd rather have her in it.
Okay. So let me try to get this timeline straight, man. So she goes on Gilbert Arenas' podcast, right? And lied about Caitlin Clark, age, how long she played in college, and how many shots she putting up to break the records that she broke, right? Then Nancy give you a call, tell you to correct that before people start calling you out about it. And you get upset and you stop being Nancy's friend, right? Then after that, you send a text message. You text Caitlin Clark an apology for what you said. My biggest problem with this right here is if you're going to say what you're going to say publicly and you know you're flat out wrong about it, you need to be apologizing publicly. Draymond Green gained so much more respect from me when after he went after Stephen A. and then he figured, what he said was kind of wrong, he got right back on TV, on TNT, and apologized. I had moments where I had some information wrong. I said it on camera. I came back the next day and I apologized on camera. That is called being mature and having accountability. You want to go behind closed doors and apologize to Caitlin Clark. Now, I want y'all to read this. Hey, Caitlin, I wanted to personally reach out to you and say I made a mistake on what year this is for you. COVID year has me all confused, LOL. I also have nothing but respect for you and your game and appreciate your skills. Congrats on everything you have accomplished thus far. Be blessed. So you telling me you couldn't get on Gilbert Arenas' podcast again and say this? You had to text her, though. Why must you hold this image that you don't like Caitlin Clark? I don't get it. But then you want to turn around and share the text messages. Like this is going to help you. This is terrible. And of course, Caitlin Clark, being the nice young lady that she is, no worries at all. I really appreciate you reaching out, and there's no hard feelings. I appreciate all you have done for women's b-ball and for inspiring girls like me and building the foundation and platform we have today. Now, Caitlin Clark all along never said anything bad about her, ever. I always talked highly of her. On SNL, she had an interview with her on the court, talked highly of her then. She talked highly of Sheryl Swoopes every time. But for some reason, Sheryl Swoopes just does not like Caitlin Clark. I don't care if you're sharing this message, these messages, This is weak. You went public and said what you said. Go public and apologize. But then after you text and apologize, you continue to have antics towards Caitlin Clark that just doesn't make sense. It just shows pure hate in your heart. You bring up the fever and didn't say anything about Caitlin Clark. Player of the week came. You said nothing. You said nothing. You stayed silent during the broadcast. And then Caitlin Clark comes to your backyard where you work at, and you're nowhere to be found to commentate. Now, in between that timeline, she had a moment where she left Angel Reese off of her top 5 list or whatever list she was making. I guess she was making her team or her starters for the All-Star game. And she left Angel Reese off. One minute you can acknowledge Caitlin Clark's game. Next minute, you don't know who she is. I don't know if she fell into the trap of, hey, look, if I say something wrong or do something weird towards Caitlin Clark, I can drive that animosity towards me so this podcast that I'm on can blow up. I don't know if she got caught in that trap or whatever the case may be, but man, this is sickening, man. Whole time Caitlin Clark rocking with you, and this is how you treat her. It's people that's saying like, oh, Sheryl Swoopes is a legend. She can say what she want to say, yada, yada, yada. Look, just because, I don't care who you are. Just because you are a legend, that don't give you the right to lie on somebody. She flat out lied on Caitlin Clark. Lied about her. And then you have people coming and defending her and don't even know the full context of everything. Yeah, she can say what she want to say. But if she's lying, she's going to get checked. Let's read what she said towards the video. Now, here you go. I get what you're trying to do with your boy Stephen A. Smith, but it ain't working. You know good and well what happened. And ditto, my life is good without you too. And him. You want to go there. My thing is, she has the audacity to say, you want to go there. Sheryl, can you stop acting like you don't have skeletons in the closet? I'm the type of person that believes people can change. We know what happened with you at that university when you was coaching. We know what happened, Sheryl. If most of you don't know what happened, you will find out shortly. If she want to go down this path, this is not the right path for you, Sheryl. Don't do it. You already burning your career up. Because like I said, the new generation, they're just going to know you for this. They're not going to know you for what you did for the WNBA. They're not going to look at you as a pioneer. They're going to look at you as the one person who hated Caitlin Clark so bad, she ruined her life. Now, I do feel like the people who watched her play will still remember everything about her on the court. But as far as the people who just now getting to the WNBA, just now discovering you all, it's over for you. Let's just read what some of the people saying, man. Bro, put down your pride and just embrace the next generation. Your pettiness only makes you look bad. Digging and digging and digging. You might reach China at this rate. You can't hate somebody so bad that you get pulled from your job as a commentator. You really are a sad individual and petty towards Caitlin Clark. That girl has worked her A off, and you can't give her flowers. That's sad. What has Caitlin done to you? Not as she's the face of the WNBA. You better get used to it, Sheryl. You're just a jealous, sick individual. Look, and it continues. It continues like this. This is ridiculous, Swoop. Come on. Swoopes is going to get erased from the WNBA. Everyone just going to refer to her as the Caitlin hater. So sad. Now, I don't think she's going to get completely erased from the WNBA's history. But as the new generation comes in, yeah, she's going to be known as the Caitlin Clark hater. But look, man, I didn't want to make this video that long. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this, man. I love y'all. Y'all keep it smooth.